Matt, what is that smell? It smells like farts. That's because today is the first day of Festival of the Arts here at Epcot. It runs from January 12th all the way until February 19th of this year, and today is the first day, so we're gonna check everything out.
Now, Festival of the Arts is one of the shortest festivals that take place here at Epcot, but it is one of our favorites because we love all the creativity with the food, and honestly, the artwork is what makes this festival amazing. Every year, we always walk around and we say we have to find something for the house, but they're always crazy expensive, the awesome pieces. But we're gonna showcase some of those today. Of course, try some of those food offerings as well, and just have a fun day here at Epcot.
Okay, so when you first walk into the park, you can pick up your festival passport. I like the design of it. It's very colorful. It has a Figment flip book inside. So let's check that out first.
Yeah, let's see. That's very, very 90s. Oh, there he goes.
Wait, hold on.
Not the greatest flip book.
Sorry, hold on, I'm trying.
Anyway, you could figure out the flip book for yourself when you guys come, but in here it shows you some of the merchandise. There's also the Disney on Broadway concert series, and then all of the food booth menus are in here as well. So we're gonna take a look at this. Of course, we're gonna do a couple laps around World Showcase, and we'll see what we're gonna try today. So over at the entrance to World Showcase, they have some of the photos that you could step in. There's our demonstrator over here. They have one for Wish. There's also one for Mary Poppins. And right at the entrance to World Showcase, they have some more of the Festival of the Arts, artwork and big cans of paint, tubes of paint over here. This is very similar to what they've had in years past. And like we mentioned, some of our favorite aspects of this festival are the artwork itself. How cool these are. Here's Scrooge McDuck. We're already seeing some amazing pieces over here in the Disney Fine Arts booth. Look at this Dreamfinder and Figment. That is amazing. Here is Orange Bird. That's amazing. Look at the Haunted Mansion over here as well. Really, really cool. And I love that they have all different types of options. You have prints, canvases, frame photos. There's something for everybody.
The first thing that we got was the grilled marinated skirt steak sandwich, and that's over at the Craftsman's Courtyard, which is the first booth if you're going towards Mexico. So we stopped there and got this, and it is $7. And it's grilled marinated skirt steak with caramelized onions and mushrooms, blue cheese fondue, and arugula on a grilled French roll. And this is a new item for this year. First off, this is very messy.
Definitely get a fork.
Yeah.
But there's a look at the inside of it. You can see a little bit of everything there. Looks pretty good.
All right, everything's falling out, but I'm gonna just try and take a bite of it. This is very messy, so definitely get a fork. But this is very good. It almost tastes like French onion soup in a way because it has like the onions on there, and then the blue cheese fondue gives it like a saltiness that I really like. And of course I really like mushrooms, arugula. I feel like everything on here is like right up my alley. The bread could be like toasted a little bit more just to make it more like crunchy. And the steak is pretty good. It doesn't feel like it's very chewy and like gamey, so that's good. But yeah, I would definitely get this again. I'm enjoying it.
I enjoy that overall as well. My only complaint with it is I wish it was a little bit warmer. You can tell it's been sitting out for a little bit, so I wish they kind of had it underneath like one of those warmers, because obviously everything isn't super fresh when they're making so many of them, but that's my only thing. The steak itself is good, the flavors are good, the blue cheese that's on there is perfect as well. I like the onions. It's a really, really good mix of flavors. And like Alex said, yeah, if the bread was toasted, maybe it'd be slightly better, but I don't think that's really a detriment to this. I think the only thing that keeps this from being like something you must get is just the temperature of it, because the steak was like a little bit on the cold side. As we're eating that sandwich over by World Showcase Lagoon, noticing the barges out in the middle, we haven't seen Luminous yet. It's still something we need to do, so that'll be a whole separate video. We're not gonna watch that tonight, but I'm curious to see what that show's all about. And as to be expected with the first day of any festival, it is quite busy in the parks today. Stopped over in the McCullough art booth, which is always one of our favorite places to come because this artist does amazing work with Disney characters. Look at Sorcerer Mickey over here from Fantasia. I remember this piece from last year, Big Thunder Mountain, and that's the thing, if you come back to Festival of the Arts, not all the artwork is the same, but there's a good chance you'll be able to find a piece that maybe you had your eye on last year. I remember this Sorcerer Mickey as well, and these two pieces over here of Mrs. Potts and Cogsworth are original oil on canvas. These are $18,000, and I think it's for the pair. Look how nice this one is too. This is called Partners, and it's $625. I love the black and white. We came around to the other side, and this one over here is $2,000, including the frame. But those other ones on the inside were $18,000? I guess because it's oil on canvas, maybe that's like a higher end version of a painting. I'm not
that's
an artist.
A deal right there. $2,000, look how big that is. It's huge.
Think about what you just said.
I know, that's a deal.
There's 21 opening day icons and I think 15 hidden Mickeys. I can see one right there. There's
no, 50.
50. Oh, there we go. I can see the carousel.
Here's a hidden Mickey. Here's a hidden Mickey. Hidden Mickey.
So inside the Odyssey Pavilion, once again, it is Figment's Inspiration Station. This is where you can come pick up the Figment popcorn bucket for this year, if you're picking that up. Also, last year they had some artwork over here, and it looks like there's not as much. You can see behind the mobile order pickup, those are all of the Figment popcorn buckets. And just when you thought you can escape Taylor Swift, you can't even escape her here at Disney World. So we're passing by one of the merchandise carts and saw some festival items, so we figured we'd stop and take a look at what they have. This is like a canteen of some sorts, and I like the Spirit jersey. This Figment holding the frame, that was a pass holder photo op not too long ago. Make every day a work of art.
I really like how big Figment is on here, and it's like, it feels like good quality.
Yeah, I like that. Same $79.99 price tag as all other Spirit jerseys, but really, really digging the design on it. And just passing by the American Gardens Theater, and this is where the Disney on Broadway concert series takes place. And here is Cassie Levy and Patty Murin. They're performing a whole bunch of dates. There's, I think, 3 show times every single night. And then when they're not doing the shows, they do an animation academy over here. You can learn how to draw some Disney characters. Over in the American Pavilion is Acme Archives, and that's where a lot of the really cool Marvel and Star Wars art is. Much smaller presence this year. They used to have one like giant booth. All right, our next stop food-wise was over at the Japan Pavilion, and we pulled a Harry Potter on the Hogwarts Express. We said, we'll take the lot.
We'll take the lot.
And we got all 3 of the items. First up is the Wagyu bun for $9.75. This is a new item for this year's festival. It's a steamed bun filmed with American Wagyu beef, served with green shisho sauce. We also got the sushi donut for $8.75. It's a donut-shaped sushi featuring salmon, tuna, shrimp, cucumber, and sesame seed over a decorated plate of wasabi aioli, sriracha aioli, and eel sauce. And then lastly, for dessert, we got the Ichigo Mochi Daifuku, if I'm saying that right, and that was $6.75. It's mochi filled with fresh strawberry, sweet azuki bean paste, and white chocolate served with strawberry cream. Okay, so I started with the Wagyu beef bun. Again, this is a new item for this year's festival, and normally I'm not the biggest fans of bao buns at Disney because there's not a lot of meat that's usually in the actual bun itself, but this was loaded with meat, and it was really, really good. It's basic. It tastes just like, you know, basic ground beef. Couldn't really tell the difference between like ground beef and Wagyu in this particular bao bun, but it was packed with beef. So if you've had bao buns in the past and you like wanted to stay away because you felt like you didn't get your money's worth, you definitely get your money's worth on that one. That was really, really good.
So I just finished the sushi donut, and it was just as good as I remembered it. I will say though, there's a lot of rice and not enough fish to go with the rice. Like I have leftover rice on my plate because there's just like so much of it, but the fish is very fresh. I had like tuna, salmon, and shrimp, I think, and the salmon's definitely my favorite, but it was very fresh and just as good as I remembered it. And you have to dip it in like all the sauces because that's really like what gives it a lot of flavor. Mochi always has like the weirdest texture.
I know.
Right?
It's a weird
like
consistency.
Gooey.
I had my half already. I'm gonna save my thoughts until you finish yours, but I'm curious what you think.
Okay, the texture is just so odd. It's so like chewy and like gummy. If you're like weird with textures, that might freak you out. But you have to like definitely eat it with like whatever this is. I guess it's strawberry whipped cream.
Yeah. Yeah, this reminds me of like the whipped cream and like the raspberry sauce that they put on the frushi.
Yes.
At Flower and Garden.
Yeah, but I will say right off the bat, this is not worth the money. You get one for how much was it?
I think $6.75.
Yeah, I would definitely not pay that again because Matt and I had to like split this. It was just like one little thing. Definitely not worth the price. And the flavor is only okay. I mean, you have to dip it in the stuff to get like the strawberry flavor or else it's very plain.
Passing through some more of the booths now, and Dave Perillo is one of my favorite artists, and here is the postcard set. On the back, these are the 4 prints for this year's Festival of the Arts. There's Figment, the Dream Finder, Winnie the Pooh, Alice in Wonderland, and then Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. You can get all 4 in like postcard size for $25. Just passing by the UK Pavilion, noticed a whole bunch of scaffolding over here outside of these buildings. Not sure what's going on. Not sure if they're just repainting or maybe touching up a few things. Haven't really heard much. So we're continuing to make our way around World Showcase, see what other food items we want to try. Then we're going to do a second lap a little bit later on because there are a bunch of desserts that we have to try as well. I know we tried one over at Japan, the mochi, which wasn't very good. There's a bunch more that we want to try, so we'll probably do another lap.
We stopped over at Gourmet Landscapes, which is a booth right near the Canada Pavilion, and I got the juice, I don't know if that's how you say it, roasted beets. It was $5.50 and it comes with goat cheese, lettuce, blackberry gastrique, and spiced pecans. I don't know if I said any of that right. And this is also a dish that you could get a stamp for the wonderful Walk of Colorful Cuisine. You could get any 5 of these, and then once you get all the stamps, you go to the Deco Delights for a festival treat. This is the most like bizarre thing that I've ever eaten. I feel like it's just like, all right, what is like a bunch of random stuff that we could throw on a plate together?
That's kind of what it looks like.
It literally, that's what it is.
But most importantly is the taste. Who cares what it looks like as long as it tastes
Yeah,
good?
it's like weird. Like is it kind of just like a charcuterie board where you kind of just like pick and eat like random things? Like you don't eat it all like together, I don't think. So I don't know, I'm kind of like, all right, eat a beet here, eat some of the cheese, the mushrooms, and everything tastes good. It's just kind of like just a weird mix of things. I don't know how to describe it. I probably wouldn't get it again, but I'm glad that I tried it because I feel like after coming to these festivals every year, like I get the same things all the time. Like the wild mushroom risotto, I've had that like every year. So like we try and be adventurous and try other things, especially for you guys. So I'm glad that I tried it, and it's not bad. I just wouldn't be like, ooh, I really need to get that again.
This is a performance artist named Trevor Carlton, and we are loving this. This is awesome. I can watch this guy all day long. He's literally painting Figment in real time. He's also jamming out while he's doing it too. Oh, look at that. That is amazing. Always one of our favorite booths is Thomas Kincaid Studios. Look at this amazing painting of Alice in Wonderland. There's the Queen of Hearts, and there's Alice over there. They're having the Merry Unbirthday celebration. This one's $3,920. Back over this way is Pop Eats, which is the home of the tomato soup and the grilled cheese and tomato soup. And we walked by a couple people that had them, and they are doing the paint cans. I don't know if they're gonna last throughout the season. They usually don't, but they have them at least on day one. So one of the popular things to do at Festival of the Arts is the expression section, which is paint by numbers. You can come here and help contribute to one of a few different murals that'll be painted throughout the course of the festival. So that's what we're gonna do now.
So we are doing the top painting right now, but every like week and a half they change the mural once it gets filled up, but right now we're on the first one.
And now make sure you stay in the lines.
I'm trying. Trying my best. So when you're done doing your paint by numbers, they give you a little strip here, and this is what it's gonna look like when it's all done.
And you could say you contributed to that.
I did. I tried my best.
We should come back and try to contribute to all 4. It was 4 or 5? 4?
There's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we could come back and do all of them.
Normally over at the entrance to World Showcase, this whole area is closed off and they do the chalk art over here, but the weather wasn't that great this morning. So looks like there's only one of them out right now, but on a normal day, this would be filled with the chalk art, which is really cool because it changes like every day. Yeah, you can see they have all these stanchions out. Normally the chalk art would be blocked off, but like I said, rained earlier, so there's only one piece today. So we stopped over in the creation shop, and this is where you could find all of the festival merchandise. Over here in the front, they have those, not a tumbler or a water bottle, it's kind of like in between. They have those over here. There's a couple of different mugs. They have this one, which I like a lot. Has Figment on it. Has the date, Festival of the Arts, and then on the other side, you can see the paint dripping down as if it was a paint can. They have this mug as well that says Festival of the Arts on the front, and then there's all different colored pencils over here. This one doesn't have a handle on it, so you just have to kind of hold it like this. This is $24.99.
Or you could put it on your desk and put like pencils or like pens in it.
True, it's a multi-use mug.
Yeah.
And for $34.99, they have this purple Festival of the Arts 2024 t-shirt. For $19.99, they have a Figment Festival of the Arts munchling. And for $24.99, they have a Figment plush, and I like this a lot. He's busting through a painting over here. Of course, it says Festival of the Arts 2024, and Figment's head sticks out on the other side.
This is the lug backpack that they came out with for this year. I have the Minnie Mouse one on.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect park bags.
Yeah, they have so many like pockets. It's like crazy. It's like an organized person's dream. And they also had like a crossbody one with Figment on it, but I think those sold out like really quick. Or I mean, they might be coming back, but I don't think there's any left today. And then for Flower and Garden, they have an orange bird one coming out that I have my eye on.
Yeah, a few months ago I went to the D23 shopping event, and they gave me a breakdown of all the different lug bags that are coming for the festivals. I'll leave that video up in the corner.
The one that I really want is that Alani with Olu on it.
And for $39.99, they have the annual pass holder shirt. And this one's pretty cool because it has all the different countries of World Showcase going around. And then there's Figment in the middle, but $40. Oof. And for $40, they also have a women's cut shirt with Figment on it. Kind of a weird design. It doesn't have sleeves, but it kind of does. It's like a little bit of a half sleeve. And of course, you can't have an Epcot festival without the festival pin. So we're heading back over by Test Track, because there's normally a couple of food booths over here. We want to check out what those menus look like. Looks like we're coming up on one right here. This is Cuisine Classique. Let's see what they have. Looks like they have beef Wellington and mussels. Two things I think we're gonna pass on for now. So at Festival of the Arts, obviously a lot of the art is Disney related, but there's some that's non-Disney. You can see these pieces over here are artwork that you can find kind of anywhere. No disrespect to the artist, of course, but they're just generic pieces of art. So there's something for everyone, even if you're not looking for something that is so Disney in your face. Wow, look at this. This is massive. Can't even get the whole thing in the frame here. You have all 7 dwarfs. And I was kind of hoping these were going to be back, because these are some of the most unique pieces that you could find at the festival. They're tables, but like the base of the table is the artwork. This one's Beauty and the Beast. There's Belle and the Beast, Lumiere and Cogsworth. How cool is that? And this one down here is all the different Disney villains. There's Jafar. Who else we got? Maleficent from Fantasmic, or not Fantasmic, Fantasia, which inspired Fantasmic. Hades, Cruella de Vil. The craftsmanship on these are something else. There's some more non-Disney art, so like I was saying, even if you're looking for something that's not Disney, you'll be able to find something. This is the second booth. Oh, these are Disney.
Some of them are.
Oh wait, I take that back. There's Mickey and Minnie, but this one up here, it just looks like a Central Park type painting.
Minnie and Mickey down there with Pluto.
Oh yeah, these are like
Only
subtle.
some of them are, yeah.
Yeah, they're subtle. So we stopped over at Deconstructed Dish, which is literally right next to Test Track, because they have all like unique takes on their food. And one of the things that they had is a deconstructed strawberry mint julep. And I was very curious how you can deconstruct a drink. If you've gotten food from there in the past, you know like they kind of break up the food into different pieces. For example, the key lime pie isn't like an actual piece of key lime pie. There's a little lime on there, and there's some other things as well. But for the drink, I was really curious. So here is the deconstructed strawberry mint julep. And there it is. What this thing is, I have no idea. Do you squeeze it into the...
Yeah.
Ooh, like a syringe? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's coming out. Very interesting. Haven't seen anything like this before.
I know, it looks really yummy too. It looks very refreshing.
It does. And it's, believe it or not, it's a little muggy today, so this would be perfect.
Should I squeeze the rest of it in
Yeah,
there?
put it in.
It's hard to drink. Ooh, that's sweet. Wait, ooh, I really like that. That's delicious. You could definitely taste the strawberry. You could definitely taste the mint. I like that it's like a frozen drink, so like I said, it's very refreshing. It's sweet, but it's not like overly sweet that it would make you like sick. You know
And I
what
guess you
mean?
can control that too, depending on how much
Yeah, I didn't
of
even
the
squeeze
stuff you want to squeeze in there.
Right, I didn't even squeeze all of it. It's about halfway done. I really like this. I'm gonna get this again.
All right, let's give it a try. Let's see. As Test Track goes zooming by, that is really, really good. It's also super refreshing. Like I said, it's a little bit muggy today. It's not super cold, but if you happen to be here on a warmer day, or even if you just want to try this for yourself, definitely recommend this. This is probably my favorite thing I think we might have had at the festival so far. I know we've had like mostly food. 10 out of 10. This is really, really good. So we stopped over at the Mexico booth and we decided to try the carne asada. It was $10.50 and it's chipotle marinated beef sirloin, grilled queso fresco, a salad with queso fresco foam, and chicharron dust. And right off the bat, it is really small for $10.50. Of course, it's steak. The steak is always priced more expensive than anything else, but it's definitely small. It was only okay, and for $10.50, you get like those 2 little tiny pieces of steak, so I would say this is definitely not worth the money at $10.50. So you can definitely pass on the carne asada. The flavor was good, but in terms of value for your money, this was a total ripoff. So I will not be getting that again. I didn't realize it was going to be that small. I wish I would have saw somebody walk away with one before I decided to drop the money, but I did it, so you guys don't have to. All right, so that is going to do it for our visit out here to Epcot for day 1 of Festival of the Arts 2024. It was a great time. We tried some good food, got to see some amazing artwork, and we'll have to come back and do some more.
Yeah, I can't wait to come back. I always enjoy this festival. I really like looking at all the artwork. It's a lot of fun. I want to come back and see more of the chalk art on the ground. That is always really cool, and sometimes you can catch the artist actually drawing them during the day. So that's really cool. My favorite thing that I had today, I think, would be the drink.
Oh, the deconstructed mint julep.
Yeah, that was delicious. And I actually really like the skirt steak sandwich, the first thing that we tried. I just hope next time we get it, it's a little bit warmer.
Yeah, the flavors were really good. I think that was my favorite food item as well. Although don't sleep on the Wagyu bun, because that was a pretty good deal. It was filled with meat. I'll definitely be getting that again. And then my favorite like desserty / drink item was definitely the mint julep.
Yeah, and we have to come back because there is a lot more things that we want to try, including a lot of desserts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think next time we come might be a dessert day, so we'll save that for cheat day. This one sneaks up on you fast. It's only 5 weeks long, and before you know it, you blink your eye and it's over.
Yeah, and it'll be Flower and Garden soon.
Yeah, before you know it. The calendar keeps turning here at Epcot. But we hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us today. If you did, make sure you give the video a nice big thumbs up. Once again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe down below so you don't miss out on all of our future videos to come. With that being said, we'll see you guys real soon.